Rising Warrnambool starts. The gang are here. Kim's here knocking back the chocolate. We're at the Great Ocean Road Chocolaterie. Kim's got a little bucket of chocolate there. Heidi's had her, Molly's had her. Kathy's gone to little girl's room, but we're going to go for a wander through here and fatten ourselves up, have some morning tea, then head off down south towards Warrnambool. So we're in Alansford Cheeses at the moment. We're getting a photo in front of the Cheese World sign. So it's all looking good here. I'm going to go and have a hunt through the museum, check it out, see what there is. I've got big old Kimbo in front, and then we're going to burst into this museum with enthusiasm. So, Heidi, the question behind the windmill. I'm glad you asked. Do you know where the water comes from? In most parts of Australia, it's obviously underground water. But in the centre of Australia, so you go across all the deserts like Alice Springs, all across there, those things are running and they pump hot water up. So you've got the Great Artesian Basin underneath. Have you learned that at school? No. Well, the Great Artesian Basin is all under the central part of Australia. When the water comes up, it's too hot for us to touch. It's boiling hot. It's like 80, 90 degrees. We leave it up on the surface, it cools down, and that's where you get your thermal springs from. So you can sit in there and relax and things like that, chill out. It's beautiful then. So over time it cools off. But it's all over the centre of Australia. Really good place to go. There, useless trivia again. Selection of all the different woodworking planes in the museum here. We're still at Alansford Cheeses, and we've got all the different hand tools that we used many years ago, when Methuselah was just a pup. So you've got a cheese press here. There's lots and lots of bits and pieces and fun stuff. And Molly's turning the windmill. Heidi's giving us the hot tips on how it all happened many years ago, aren't you, Heidi? Good on ya. She's going, what the? We're down at Logan's Beach. We've got the gang down here, and this is where the baby whales are popped out and born. So this is their nursery. So they've been born in warmer waters, then they come down here, they fatten them up, and then they head back down to Antarctica. So we're overlooking Bass Strait in Tasmania down there. Well, not directly, but yes, sort of in a roundabout way. Here's Kim, the Ford man. Heidi hi. How you going, Heidi hi? And Kathy over there with Nat. All right, let me fill you in on the goss of the whales. The whales migrate from Antarctica up through here. They have their babies here because it's slightly warmer water, and then they go up the east coast and west coast where it's really warm water, and they feed. The whole idea is they want to feed them up as much as they can, but they have their babies in warmer water. And then this is usually just a migrating area most of the time. We've been through the Tower Hill Beekeeping, and they also do financial services. They got the dogs here, so they're the welcoming committee. Kim and Heidi are saying g'day. Got a bit of a problem getting in, but that's all right. There's not a lot in the shop. It's very, very small, but that's good. This is the good stuff though, the magic stuff.
That's the swarm process. That's the only reason a queen will leave a hive is to swarm. Yep. And that's their way of reproducing on a per hive sort of level. So they reproduce obviously within their hive by laying eggs and making new queens, but then for that hive to become two, that's the swarm process.
Here's Kim sitting just below the koala having a snooze, relaxing, chilling. Tower Hill recreation area. Here's Kathy. Here's Kathy Koala, just wandering through the bush here. She's a unique brand. She wears clothes and she's got glasses, so she's an intelligent koala, really. Look at her. But she's not a drop beck. She doesn't fall. She's just a koala. And here's Heidi hi. She spotted the koala. How are you, Heidi? You good? You pumped? You excited? You learned all about honey, so now you're the queen of honey. And we're just checking out this koala here that we're all looking at. There you go, right outside the toilets.
Heidi and I, the Tower Hill Reserve. Wildlife sanctuary. Doing a walk to go find some animals.
Going for a bit of a wander round, aren't we, Kim? We're at the wildlife park here. Nat's following up the rear with Kathy. Kathy, you just need to slow down a bit, all right? Why? Because you're running too fast. Heidi and Molly have already taken off. They're already probably halfway around the circuit. So that's where we're going. We're heading off into the wild bush yonder.
Heidi's taken me on a walk and we've got lost. Are we lost, Heidi? No? You know where you're going? Oh, good. Wow, what do you think of that, Heidi?
It's cool.
The three Speedy Gonzales. They've been, well, Heidi and Molly went round the loop. Me and Kim, we just sort of did part loop. We're part loop-de-loop. We are. We're not doing Flagstaff Hill today. We're going to do the Fletcher Jones Gardens and have a look through the market today. Beautiful gardens here. Well worth a visit when you come to Warrnambool. All the gang are wandering in. Kathy's desperate to do shopping, so she's getting right in there. Kimbo, how you go, mate? He's cruising down along the grass. His battery is going a little bit flat, but that's all right. We'll get him in there, do some shopping, and we should be fine. We've just had the Beck's breakfast at the Pavilion Cafe in Warrnambool, and it overlooks the water. We've been watching the horses come down here and being trained and revived in the water. So they've had rowboats out with horses being towed along behind them. Absolutely beautiful. It does look chilly, but it's not too bad today. A little bit of a breeze, but it's quite civilised. Hey Kim, how was your breakfast? Good to hear. Kathy, how you going? You good? And here's Heidi High. Hello. The team, so we've decided, I asked the gang whether we go to Flagstaff Hill or whether we go cruising up to the 12 Apostles today. They opted for the 12 Apostles. So we're going to try and squeeze Flagstaff Hill in, but if we don't, the gang are quite happy to just live on the wild side and do the 12 Apostles and Timboon ice cream and cheese and all that sort of wonderful stuff.
And whiskey.
And whiskey. Well, we're not taking the whiskey because we got to drive and things like that. But yeah, there's a few fisher people out, so we might see if we can possibly drop a line in tomorrow when we go to Port Fairy. Out here on the water, you've got some swimmers swimming around. They all got wetsuits on because it looks a bit chilly out there. We are along the beautiful Great Ocean Road, and this is the Bay of Martyrs at Peterborough. Absolutely magnificent today, looks spectacular. Mate, Kim, what do you think, Kim? Does it look good?
Yeah, look good, thanks.
Good on you, mate, good on you. There's a bit of a walk around there, so we'll just see if that's wheelchair accessible and we might go for a wander. So I got Heidi High, Molly and Nat. Kathy's chilling in the car. I think we've worn her out. Her legs are getting shorter because she's walked so much. But this is overlooking the Bay of Martyrs, like I said just before. Don't come to Timboon unless you get some of the ice cream. So we've all been inside, grabbed an ice cream. Me and Kim, we're sitting out relaxing. Got Heidi and Molly wandering, and Kathy and Nat. Nat's sitting on a kangaroo. It looks like. There you go.
Getting ready for the helicopter experience. Getting life jacket up. How you feeling, Heidi? Good?
Are you driving?
Oh, try forward.
Are you excited, Kathy? Yeah, ready? How you feeling, Nat?
Very excited. I'm like, hey, my pants!
helicopter. We're gonna help Heidi get on it. Natalie's gonna sit at the front. And Heidi's on. She's there on the side. She's in. And off they go!
I'm more excited for them.
So special. I know, I'm so excited for them.
He's like, the fly team's coming in. Fly team's coming in. We think. We're pretty sure this is it.
Pretty
We don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is them. It's them! They're back! There they are, our 3 travellers. So, tell us, how was it? Good?
I thought I was gonna shit my pants. No, I thought I was gonna be really nervous.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
You had a great time? What did you see?
The 3 apostles, the 8 apostles, and
Water.
Are you glad that you pushed through and did it? Yeah? Conquered your fear?
Yeah.
What did you think, Heidi? It was a nice view.
What else did we see? Besides the apostles, do you remember what the other ones were called?
Did you get scared though? Did you get scared? Was it worth it though?
What was scarier, the helicopter ride or Peter having to lift you up?
The helicopter.
Ah, okay.
I'd do that again.
What did you think, Nat?
It was amazing. We saw the London Bridge, what was the other one called? The Arch, and yeah, the Apostles, and then there's 2 that stand alone and are part of the Apostles. That was amazing. So at first I was like, oh, this is bloody amazing. So thank you very much for trip of a lifetime. And best job ever!
Can I go and get a jacket?
There's the amazing 12 apostles, even though there are only 8. And just to our left, we've got London Bridge that's fallen down.
Helicopter going over. The 12 apostles.
Everywhere you go, you can't take a bad photo. Look at that. Now these 2 aren't officially part of the 12 apostles. They are still standing. We're out on the cantilevered area, so we're hanging over the cliff, which is pretty cool. Both temperature and emotionally, it's pretty cool. Just finished lunch. We're at Fort Campbell. We had salamis with stone-baked bread, olive oil, ham, rhubarb chutneys, and lots of yummy stuff. Nat and Kathy have gone in to get themselves a little drink, and then we're going to head off back to Warrnambool. The video.
All right. Heidi's going to try oysters for the first time.
Have you flicked it with your finger? No, flick it with your finger first. That's it, because it loosens it. Now just swallow it.
Don't chew it, just straight down. Have you swallowed it? Yeah, told you. Put the plate there. You can't chew it.
Don't cough it out.
Just swallow it.
They're
whole.
Coffin Bay oysters. Have you swallowed it? Chew it a bit.
No, just swallow it. Just swallow it, Heidi. Or just spit it out on the plate.
It's coming back. Yeah, it's gross.
So that wasn't a winner by your Heidi.
All my girls, we're going shopping now.
Woohoo!
And then we're going fishing, so that's a bit of a contrast for us. Shopping, then fishing. So we're in Port Fairy today. Yes, we are. Here we are. We're all pumped and excited. The lovely Port Fairy. It's actually not too busy today, so it's a good day to be at Port Fairy. To see the traffic is heaving. It's a little bit overcast, but it's still very pleasant in temperature. We've got our fishing going. There's a massive stingray just turned up. And he's up for a feed as well. So Heidi's learning how to cast. Kimmy is our manager, so he's just making sure that we're all on target. And Molly's a deer in the headlights. Fisherman Kim, how you going with it, Kim? You reeling it in? Have you caught the big one though? That's the question on everyone's lips. So far we haven't caught too much, but we'll persist. We'll persist.
I don't want to eat the fish. That's it, have a look.
Heidi and I have ditched the fishing group to come see the Port Fairy lighthouse on a walk that was apparently supposed to take 35 minutes to 1 hour, and it took us like 15-20 minutes because Heidi's chair goes very fast. Here's the lighthouse.
The gang. So this is one of those iconic photos you just got to do. The Great Ocean Road. This is the start. We've just driven Warrnambool to the start, so we've gone back ways. But still pretty cool. These poor buggers actually did this road with pick and shovel. Look at that statue there. That's a hard gig.
Yep, no worries.
Hi Kim!
Bulladilla. So from Bundaberg to Bulladilla. Is that what it's saying?